It's all true. Every last bit. The aliens, the ghosts, the black baggings. Have you done your research? Because we've done ours on you. Welcome, new Supreme Chief Executor, to the Council of the New World Order.
Hello everyone, this is Marco Falzoni. I'm the 3D modeler and co-founder of Super T Studios, and today I wanted to show you guys the crisis phase. As we said before, the turns are divided into three phases: the crisis phase, the map phase, and the objective phase. And in the crisis phase, you draw a crisis every single turn, and you have to deal with it before you can move on to the map phase. Now, as you can see here, this is an alpha build. Everything is an alpha, and everything is working separately, but we have this scene running to a point that we felt like we could show you guys. You have all of your resources always available so that you can make an informed decision. Over here on the left you have the sheeple percentage, you have the resource counter over here, the thrall counter, and then on the far right you have the stability percentage. And the point of the whole game is essentially to keep these as high as possible, all of them, while at the same time spending enough of resources and thralls to complete the objectives to prevent the world from being destroyed in 2017. So it starts with drawing one of the randomly selected cards, and they come from hundreds and hundreds of cards. And so they get displayed in this holographic A-pad. It wouldn't be secret technology if it weren't holographic after all. And in this particular case, there was a card previously that gave you the option to turn the entire internet off to solve it, and that choice was made. And then in a second card related to that one, you had the option to turn it back on again, and you decided to do so all at once. And apparently that has arose suspicion, rather. And so we have to deal with it now because people are now getting suspicious. So you get your plans over here at the bottom, but before you make a choice on that one, you can ask any one of your advisors for advice. So for instance, let's see what the alien has to say. He likes cats. Useful. Not necessarily useful in this case, but who am I to judge? Let's see what Mr. X has to say. He's the one who's in charge of most of the world's organizations and companies, so he probably has a vested interest on the internet. And he does. And the reason this is important is because every one of your advisors has a relationship status with you. It's a percentage that goes from 0 to 100, and the higher it is, the more they like you. And this is important because in the objective phase later on, each one of them will have a plan on how to proceed to the next step of the world-saving events. But if they don't like you enough, that's not an option to begin with. But let's make a choice. Let's see what we have available. You're always going to have three plans to follow. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be good, medium, or bad, or anything like that. It's just that we wanted to limit the amount of choices so we could have the writing be more developed. And in this particular case, we can turn it back off all of the internet, because that worked the first time, right? We can flood it with cats, because hey, it's the internet, why not? Or we can just let it be and see what happens. And another thing that I would also mention is something not costing anything doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, and at the same time, something costing a lot also doesn't mean it's a good thing. We wanted to make it so that it was more about how many resources you wanted to spend on the possibility of whatever the plan says will happen happening. So in this particular case, since I like the internet, and since I want it to run well, and since I trust Mr. X, I'm going to keep it on, but I'm also going to flood it with cats because I have the resources to do so. Because cats. And everyone seems to be happy with this except for Turbopopos over there. Well, we can deal with him another time. Once enough time has passed that you can tell what happened, you get the screen that tells you the result of your card, as well as it updates all of your resources to match what they are right now. So in this particular case, everyone's happy. There's even a website that's trying to find the best cat video of the internet. So sheeples are distracted and so on the rise. Stability goes up as well because people aren't angry about the internet anymore. However, I did lose 3,000 resources and 5,000 thralls. So in this case I had them. It was a good idea to spend them, but that may not be the case all the time. Now at this point you would be able to click the map and go to that phase, but that phase is not attached yet. It will be very early next week, so there'll be another video showing that, and then another video eventually shortly after that, in a few days, maybe a week later, showing the objective phase. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.